What's going on, y'all? So listen.
Hey y'all, what's going on? We back finally for another episode of Power Book 3 Raising Kanan, Season 2, Episode 7. What is this called? This is called Polite Me her ass wood, whatever the fuck her name is, but it's called No Love Lost. So we get up into the episode and we see Laverne, okay. Laverne is over there at Nicole's headstone at her burial ground. And, I just feel real bad because I just never want to imagine losing somebody that I was so in love with, who truly I felt like understood me, got me, and I wanted to do this life with forever. And then they leave this world, not just leave me, but they leave this world. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't want to, at such a young age, like that'll fuck me up so bad. That'll really mess me up. I already know that. So I don't wish that on nobody. But, she at her little grave site, and then all of a sudden this car pull up and it's Nicole's daddy. And so when he get out, he basically said, listen, girl, it's cool. You can be up here. You can talk to Nicole. Nicole need to talk to you. I be here every day. Don't worry, her mama ain't here. Me and that bitch getting a divorce, okay? Because it was gonna happen inevitably. We was trying to wait until, she go off to college, but her death and sped things up because me and her mama, we see things different. We see the world differently. And I know what that meant because we knew what she was getting at. Okay, Miss Linda was racist as fuck. Now, granted, she probably really didn't want her daughter being with another woman. That's okay. I get it. I get it because this is 1991 or probably 92 by now, whatever. But, this is the early 90s. Homophobia was still out there for real, for real. I mean, it's still out there now, but for real out there. But I feel as though she probably would have been a little more accepting if it was a white girl. Okay? Okay. And, the daddy has always been on Laverne's side. The daddy has always, been there for Laverne. And he basically said that anything you need, you know where to find me, have your time. I'm glad my daughter, she found love and she left this world knowing what true love was. I said, oh my God. The daddy was so understanding. He said, because Laverne was about to tell him some stuff. And he said, listen, I don't want to know nothing else. I don't want to know nothing else. I said, Laverne, shut the fuck up, okay? This man is in your good graces. Shut up, okay? I know you feel a little guilt, but bitch, let it go. Let it go. I mean, don't let it go, but don't spill it now, okay? Don't mess this moment up. And so, that was cute. We go from that moment to Lou screwing this Ziza bitch against the wall in the studio after he just killed Crown up in that bitch. You know what? I'm just really upset and I'm really like disappointed with Lou and his choice of women in the way that they got him. Like, you already had this type of woman before and she fucking played you. She fucking played you, and that's why you had to kill that nigga, partly why you had to kill the nigga that you killed, okay? And I'm just really like feeling some type of way. And she said, you gonna have to turn me around. I said, girl, shut up. Shut up. While he up there trying to bang her against the wall, here come these two dudes, and I said, who y'all is? They said, okay, they Jamaican, right? I'm not even finna try to do the accent because I already know. That's one accent. I really do want to learn Patois. What is it, Patois? I really want to learn it, okay? Because, if I'm going to go over there and get my future, you know what I'm saying? I gotta be able to fluently understand and fluently be able to speak the language, speak the dialect, okay? But girl, let somebody say some shit like that into my ear, bitch. Anyway, so he came up in there and was like, what the fuck Crown at? I said, excuse me, and Lou said, hold on, can I put my dick away? I said, oh, rude. He said, listen, Crown ain't here, and whatever business you got with Crown, that ain't my business. I ain't his daddy. I ain't his keeper. So, do what the hell you gotta do. And at this moment, he said, Crown borrowed some money $50,000 from Linton Manley, okay? And he put the studio up for collateral. So basically, whatever it is, since you work with Crown, whatever the fuck he owe, bitch, you owe, okay? And if you don't get that $50,000, and they taking this goddamn studio, okay, and it's just over and done with, it's gonna become Linton Manley's studio. I said, oh. He walked up out of there, and then Ziza gonna come up to Lou and gonna say, "You gotta finish." I said, "Excuse me, now what are you talking about? I know you don't want him to finish letting you try to get your nut off when you just heard him get threatened by some two Jamaican dudes that don't play." I said, "You know what, bitch, get the fuck up out of here. Wrong time, okay?" Meanwhile, you got Kanan up in there playing. Oh, I said, look at the graphics on that game. It had to be, was that a Nintendo? Nintendo, looked like a Nintendo. I said, see, I was never really a Nintendo, oh, let me get that right. I was never really a Nintendo girl, okay? When I got into gaming, I was Sega Genesis, I was Sega Genesis, but I did play Nintendo when I was over some friends' house because they had Nintendo and all that shit. So that's how I got good at Super Mario and all that stuff or whatever. But, me, Ashley was Sega Genesis out. Then I moved to like the PlayStations. That's my judge. I ain't never really fuck with Xbox like that. I had a GameCube. I had a Nintendo 64 for a minute, but I sent that bitch back because I just really wasn't feeling it. So I was into some shit back in the day. Nowadays, girl, I ain't got the time nor the energy to do any of that shit. More power to y'all. He looking and he lose his game. He opened up the backpack that was down there and he see the gun that his girlfriend mama gave him. And then he look into the bag a little bit more and he see the letter that his daddy gave him. Okay. And so I said, open it up. Open it up. I'm pretty sure it's a paternity test. Open it up. He said, no, fuck that. Me personally, I would have been too, like, my nerves would have been too anxious. Like, my nerves wouldn't let me sleep, okay? I probably would have threw it back up in the bag, but then, like, probably 15 minutes later, I would have came back to try to open it because it would have been sitting on my mind. I need to know. Candy said, I ain't about that life. I ain't about that life right now. Meanwhile, his mama out here playing around with Cartier, okay? Cartier want to be the big dun daughter. The big dun daughter. He a hood nigga with a bougie taste. And he want to show you that he has refined himself. Talking about caviar. Baby, you can have them frog eggs, okay? I just don't understand what's the fascination. Especially if I see the way something is being made. Minus chicken and beef. And a little bit of bacon. I don't want to eat it. Bitch, because we all know chicken come from cows. Ooh, chicken comes from cows. We all know chickens come from chickens. We know cows give us a little bit of beef, burger, whatever. I don't need to see them getting killed and all that shit or whatever. Cause then I probably be like, Peter, but they taste delicious, But if I see a fish and you squeezing out the fish eggs, cause I seen that shit on Instagram. I said, this is how y'all get caviar. I knew it was fish eggs in the first place, but I said, bitch, that shit look disgusting. The way that they was pushing it. You eating embryos. You eating fetuses. All right, and then y'all charging a lot of money for it. That is crazy, okay? And he talking about some, you eat the caviar and you wonder why you're eating it, but then once you get into it, you realize that it's good as fuck. I said, nah, that's only come when you get a little bit of money. And, you say, bitch, I done spent all my money on that. I might as well eat it, okay? That's just what I feel like it is, And then all of a sudden, this dude come up. I said, Basie Skanks. Bishop dead right. You ain't come to the funeral, huh? Did he die up in Greenleaf too? Oh, no, that shit was, I said, look at this, a blast from the past. I said, basically, you can't play a good guy for nothing. You can't play a good guy for nothing. So basically, he worked under Cartier, right? He worked under him, and he getting a little bit too big for his britches for Cartier because he trying to make it seem like he controlling a certain section of whatever and territory and all this stuff. And Cartier didn't like the way he was talking to him because he was like, nigga, don't act like you getting this stuff just because you getting it. No, you got it because of me. Because I told you and I gave it to you. You know what I'm saying? And you work for me. Baby, he was talking all that stuff back to Cartier, and you know, he go sit down, and Miss Rock was like, what I thought you said about insubordination. You gonna let that man talk to you like that? I said, yeah, Cartier, you all here trying to floss in front of Rock, trying to get up into her pants or whatever, because that's what he trying to do, okay? And you gonna let that man talk to your ass like that, get you a little shook and hot under the collar. I said, what you gonna do, Cartier? He said, I'm gonna sit here and sip my drink and then I'm gonna figure it out later. I said, all right. You know, real players, we cause a goddamn scene, bitch. Okay? Meanwhile, Kanan gonna go over there to Korean house, right? Or her apartment. Who opens up the door? I said, bitch, so you just walking around up in your teddies and your lingerie and your see-through gown, robe or whatever. Like Corinne don't stay there. Corinne don't stay there at all. Or she at school. And if she at school or whatever the hell she's supposed to be at, how come Kanan ain't been at school? He don't go to school. He be walking around with a backpack and don't never be at school this whole season. Everybody noticed it. Get CPS on the line, okay? Where is the truancy officer, all right? Anyway, he come in. She come to the door. Can I come in? Okay, cool. Here, I'm trying to get a gun back. I hope it did what you needed it to be done. Yeah, it did what it needed to do or whatever. And next thing you know, you notice that she opened up her little robe a little bit so her little titties could show. I said, Miss Andy, you ain't really got no titties, but all right. You know, you doing a lot. This is a 16-year-old boy, okay? That is still a child. You are about to commit statutory rape. I said, you are finna turn yourself into a goddamn predator. And you wanna know what makes me so mad about shit like this? Because if it was a guy that was doing this to a young girl, oh, he's instantly gonna get in trouble. But since it's a woman doing it to a young boy, oh, you know, the boys use this as clout. The boys use this as a flex or whatever. And they don't think that, baby, you literally just been statutory rape. You're literally just been taken advantage of. I'm just sitting here like, what? This bitch tried to kiss him. And then he was like, your daughter. I'm fucking your daughter. And she was like, bitch, so the fuck what? I said, what? Ma'am. She said, I'm a woman too with needs, all right? I'm a woman too. She opened up that eye. He said, for real? I said, you are disgusting me. And next thing you know, I'm pretty sure they fucked. I said, wow, this is what we're showing? And you want to know what it is? It's shit like this happen in the hood every fucking day. Okay? All the time. Meanwhile, Marvin had went and met up with old boy that was on the pier with them when they met up with the Italians. The one that he was chopping it up, talking about some, you know, you seen Eddie Murphy house or whatever. Is Sorelli's son. And he basically was there breaking bread over food, as always, because you know Martin loves to eat. And he said, or I should say Marvin, he basically got a rat problem that's in a particular neighborhood that he can't go into because it'll look so obvious because, you know, you could tell that his kind is kind of not welcome there. And we already know what the rat problem is. Tony. And so old boy said, you know, I'll think about it. And if I do it, it'll be outside the family. And don't call me about this shit. I'll find you. I said, uh-oh, Tony. You thought just by not testifying and showing up to court the deal was going to be over and done with. No, you already told the cops you implicated him already. Okay, so that was a strike right there on your ass. You should have just went far away. Your ass going to stay in the same fucking state. You so dumb. So dumb. So we get girl Laverne is at Bible study class with her mama, Kelly. What's her name? Kenya. As y'all kept on reminding me, oh my God, her name is really Kenya. It's Kenya. Hush, okay. But I really need Jukebox to come back, okay? Because, you know, it's cute or whatever that Laverne found her mama, because that's who found her mama. But I need Jukebox to come back because Laverne and Jukebox is fighting with each other, and I need Jukebox to overcome. We already know Jukebox gonna overcome, but I need her to come on out right by now because you've been living your life free. Your auntie and the people that matter to you, they know who you really is, okay? and you ain't get choked the fuck up by your daddy for no goddamn reason for you to go back up into the closet for your mama who just been up in your life for 2 seconds and we don't know none of her secrets or whatever, and you trying to impress her, like, girl, what? And then the man just so happened to be talking about some right after Katie then fuck that girl, his girlfriend mama. You should not lay with the mama and the daughter. And then of course, you know, man shall not lie with man. Girl, shut the fuck up. But I said, oh my God. Then you got the dude that was hitting on her in the church when she was about to sing. He just sitting there looking all at. I don't like him. He's giving me predatory vibe. He's giving me, if I take you out, you gotta put out. I'ma try to do something for you or do something to you. I'ma try to take it a little bit. That's what he's giving, because he a little bit too forceful for me. He a little bit too persistent for me. But I guess that's how the kids do it these days. I don't know. You know, he out there trying to get her number and everything. And I said, Laverne, you finna get us? Laverne said, fuck it. Cause she looked over there at Kenya, Mama Kenya. And of course, Kenya just smiling all at the fact that they finna get it. I said, girl, you okay with that? She said, yes. I said, oh, so she trying to get her mama approval. And at this point in time, this is not going to end well with Laverne, okay? Because when Kenya finds out that Laverne is Jukebox and who Jukebox really is, I really feel like the shit that Marvin is saying about her is probably going to really come through, okay? And as much as I don't want to say that, I just feel like Laverne is about to be disappointed down the line because she won't present her true self to this lady. She is literally hiding herself. She pushed herself back into the closet just so that she can get her mama approval so she won't leave again. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Meanwhile, Marvin going over there to the freaking crack house, the crack projects, and the crackheads, they standing out there in the hallway, and he like, what the fuck is going on? Why is there a backup? Because Lou up in there trying to get all the money. Because Lou trying to get that $50,000, okay? And you know, they talking about the count is off and we got to do all this stuff. It's just a mess at this point. I said, y'all need to get y'all stuff together. Meanwhile, Detective Howard, you need to get fired. Okay, or somebody needs to touch your ass because, you know, just like a lot of y'all called it, you know, Scrap wasn't he wasn't the informant. He come up into the police station and he sees Scrap mama up in there and he asked the other detective what's going on. And he was like, she keep on coming up in here trying to get Detective Ping to look into her son's you know, death because she don't believe that it was a suicide. And he was like, well, why would she want to be talking to Detective Ping? Because that was his CI. And Howard was like, wait a minute, what? I thought Scrap was his CI. No, she was his CI. When it came to the little illegal gambling things that she was going on, you know, she'd give him a little bit of information and then he'd turn a blind eye to the shit. Okay, y'all caught that shit. We all kind of came together on that. But Howard jumped the fucking gun, bitch. I said, oh my goodness, that was so messed up. And even to this day, like, I'm still mad that, you know, Raquel didn't even give him that much of a benefit of a doubt. To say that, you know, Scrap been down with y'all since he was 14. That's like loyalty. Okay, that boy wasn't finna do nothing. You know, and I just feel real bad. Raquel, she... Post Scrappy. Anyway, Marvin come over there to the house looking for Raquel, and you got Laverne / Jukebox standing there, you know, fixing her something at the stove. And then he was like, yo, so where Raquel? She not here. Okay, well, tell her I was looking for her. Alright, he was about to leave, and he turned back around. So when you was gonna tell me that your mother was here? I wasn't. Who told you? It don't matter. That bitch ain't your mama. She just another bitch on the street. That bitch came through, left the mother. She's a fucking lady that fucking left her kid and she left me. I said, bitch, first of all, you more concerned and you more hurt because she left you. Not that she left Laverne, but she left you. Okay? That's where it's coming from. And I see right through that shit. And so he hurt, so he want her to be hurt too. Okay? And he said, watch, she gonna do the same shit to your ass too. Once she get whatever shit the hell that she wants, she gonna do the same shit to you. And I said, possibly. You know, Marvin ain't all the way wrong. He ain't all the way wrong. He may be a little bit bitter, But he ain't all the way wrong. He probably really did love Kenyon. I mean, that young love, because they was young. You know, who knows? Then we get Raquel sitting at the hotel or whatever, down in the lobby, and we see Tremont, aka Banksy, come downstairs, and his face fucked up with them glasses on. I said, you need some bigger glasses on that. Get Kim Burrell on the phone and get her glasses, okay? Because she said, baby, what happened to your face? He said, I just ran into something or whatever. He slipped. Caviar, or I should say, Cartier went up there and fucked his ass up for insubordination, all because Raquel said do something. He had to remind him, I thought you didn't tolerate insubordination, so what you gonna do? I'ma fuck a nigga up. That's what I'm gonna do. I said, oops. Raquel is playing strings right about now because she peeped the tension between them two. You know, oh, you trying to get one over me and I'm trying to get one over you type of situation. Oh, you trying to girl. Raquel said, let me slap the fuck in and tell you, I see what's going on with you and Cartier, and I raise you. I give you a little more freedom, a little more leeway. You come work with me because I see the type of businessman that you are. And if you really are the businessman that you say you are, you will know a good thing when you see it. He said, first of all, I like your style, but bitch, I don't even know who the hell you are. I said, oops. And you know Raquel went on ahead to go ahead and try to sell that shit. I said, sell it, Raquel. All right, but you better be fucking careful. Listen, this is the drug game. This is the street life. You can't trust no damn body, okay? You know, you sit down, you break bread with somebody, bitch, that still ain't your goddamn friend, okay? And that's exactly what it is. Raquel ain't never had solid for Cartier, okay? She was just using him to get a little, you know, more little extra on the game, little, you know, school me a little bit about the shit that you doing, okay? That's it. And now she finna go behind his back and try to fuck around and take his shit. That's what I feel like. Take his spot and move him out the game. I feel like that's gonna happen. Meanwhile, Kanan sitting down there with Symphony, okay? And how many times I said okay up in this review or in this particular segment right quick? I just realized it. But anyway, they sitting down eating, you know, and just chopping it up until Symphony had to tell him that, listen, I'm about to move down to North Carolina. I got a new job position out there, you know, planning to transportation shit, probably gonna be planning some bus routes or whatever. It's a good opportunity because you know he's in urban planning, and so you know it's a bittersweet moment because in this particular segment, in this particular instance, because we remember when Kanan first saw Symphony, he really wasn't feeling him. But then after he came to his class and everything, they kind of connected, and they've been connected ever since. It's almost like Symphony became his big brother. I wouldn't say father figure. I would say big brother, you know. Somebody that he can talk to. Somebody that he could just be himself with. You know what I'm saying? Another man that he could just be himself with that got his back. And so he was like, you gonna tell my mama? And he said, no, I think it's best that I just leave. And he was like, now, you know you told me because you want me to, you know, because you want her to know. Okay? He was like, well, you smart. You figure that out. So after that, he get out and he go into his car and Burke ass, listen, if y'all don't take this bitch out. I'm so tired of this hoe. If y'all don't take her out, okay? Because at this point, I just don't understand this desire, this burning need to find out what happened to Detective Howard, and it's causing her to not even figure out what happened to Howard, but to go down into his life. And it's like once you find out what really happened, if he not complaining about it and putting that much emphasis on it or whatever, why are you doing it? Nobody else in the police station is focusing that hard on it. So why are you doing it? It just don't make sense. She done called in his goddamn license plate. She done pulled the man over talking about some. He said, listen, what you want? She said, I need to talk to you about some shit that happened last year or whatever when you was stopped at a checkpoint when a cop got shot. He said everybody was stopped at the checkpoint. Okay, well, what you know about Kanan Starks? How the fuck you know Kanan Starks? Listen, I'm the one asking questions, not you. Okay, well, he was in my college, in a class at the community college that I taught. He's a high schooler. Oh, the fuck, well, it was an after-school program. Why the fuck do you know so much about him? I said, Burke, you doing too damn much. You doing too damn much. Oh, so you know his mama too, huh? I said, bitch, why y'all got this lady acting like this? I said, she gotta fucking go. Meanwhile, Raquel then, she got that house. She got that house. Miss Realtor lady said, I mean, everything good, but just to let you know, the HOA, they a real stickler on shit. So they gonna be wanting to know proof of income. She was like, but bitch, I paid in cash. It was like, they just want to know that you can keep up with the property, keep up with all the other stuff that's going on. And bitch, that's what it is, okay? You get into certain communities, you literally have to cut your grass a certain way. Your bushes can't be a certain way. You gotta get permission to put this out, put that out. But I ain't got time for all that shit, okay? And I was just like, girl, a fucking mess, a headache. That's what it is. I just want to come home and live comfortably. She said, just tell them that I own a record label and I own a lawnmower, okay? Meanwhile, Laverne took that tape that her and Nicole made at the mall when they were singing because her daddy had asked her about it, and she lied to him and said that it was, she don't know where it was. And he was like, well, maybe her mama threw it away. But we know Laverne had it, she had fucked it up, or I think the daddy had fucked it up. Marvin fucked it up when they got into it. And she took it to a shop so it can get fixed. I said, oh, you can fix VHSs like that? I guess if the film ain't broken or ripped out or whatever, so I guess you can. Baby, I don't know. It's been such a long time. It's been such a long time. Baby, back in my day, I can't believe, y'all, I am at that age where I can say, well, back in my day, we had VHSs, and the way that he said you could re-spool it, all you had to do, it was the little hole, you can crank it a little bit. Sometimes you could crank it on your own or whatever when it didn't. And it was the same way with the cassette tapes. Now, when I was a baby and a kid or whatever, we had the cassette tapes, and you put a spoon, a pencil or a pen in there, and you can, spin it or whatever if it got fucked up, and you fix the tape and all that shit. Baby, the first goddamn real album that I had was Crisscross, and it was on a cassette tape. Oh, bitch. I'm old, girl. I'm not old, but damn, that sounds prehistoric. Okay? This back in the day where we ain't had no internet back then. Wow. Nostalgia for your ass. Girl, Burke ass gonna ask Symphony, have you been in contact with Kanan daddy? Bitch, she gotta fucking go. And she was up in a police station talking to another cop, right? Getting all the information on Howard, going through his informant list, okay? And he was like, pointed to something, telling her all about the informants or whatever, and the CIs and all that shit. And she was like, so you mean tell me at this year he had a 17-year-old woman that was his informant? I said, bitch, what is you doing? And I was so glad. The one time that I was glad that another cop came in and was overhearing some shit, he was overhearing it. And when he heard that whole informant about the 17-year-old, all that shit, I want him to snitch so bad. And I want something bad to happen to Bert because she getting on my goddamn nerves, okay? So what are you gonna do? When you find out that Kanan is Howard's son, what are you gonna do? He just found out his damn self. So it ain't like he was really protecting him. I mean, he protecting him now, but at the time, he wasn't. So what are you gonna do? You gonna go against him? You gonna turn against? Like, girl, what is the point? Why are we doing all this? What are you gonna do with the information? Let it the fuck go, bitch. And then you got Unique up here playing games, okay? He up here sending messages to his girl or whatever. I'm gonna come down there and I'm gonna do what I gotta do when I get through. I just want to tell you that I love you and I miss you and I see you, boo. I said, all right. You a little bit too cool for me. Bitch, that would have got me too. The bird in me. Joey Badass is kind of cute. I ain't gonna say he kind of cute. He really is cute, okay? And he's very talented. Oh my God, I am so glad I was not... let me stop. I'd be so fucked up back in the day if I was that. I'd be thinking about like if I was around in different eras, like if I was old enough to be around, like I was born in a certain time, but I wasn't old enough to enjoy that time because I was still a baby, a kid or whatever. But baby, if I was an adult, a teenager, I would have been ripping and running the streets, bitch. But anyway, Roel come over there, they plotting and scheming. And basically, they out there in the Jersey, And he come over there bringing the money and all this stuff, and he doing his own thing out there with Rock shit. He about to move the crew from one building that Rock got to another building, and Roel was like, and somebody gonna put on there how to pronounce the his name. I don't give a damn. See, y'all be looking at the technical shit like, girl, you know who I'm saying. Okay, so like, stop that. That is so irritating. That's one way. I be trying to be so good. But anyway, they playing games. He was like, Raquel, she's smart. She put all the people that she got a problem with in one section. And we the ones that she got a problem with, okay? He about to do some shit to her, okay? That's just all that I feel like. And we all know it's coming. He has a plan. You got two alpha people. Regardless of what happened to Unique and his shit, Unique is not about to stay down any longer. The way that he done got through already, the way that he done got infiltrated her camp. Oh yeah, he got a lot more stuff coming. And Rock better be freaking prepared, okay? Sorellis, his son pull up. He was giving him the money or whatever, and he asking Unique about Marvin because Marvin want him to do the job. Marvin said, I don't fuck with the nigga, but he about his paper and he do what he owed. He'll give what he owed and all that stuff. So he gonna go ahead and do the job for him. And who the fuck he gonna do the job with? Gunzo looking motherfucker that was up at the Catskill. Okay, I thought they took his ass out. I really thought they was gonna take his ass out because of him going against what their code, their principle, right? No. He said he ain't gonna fuck around and act up or whatever. After the Catskill, he learned his lessons. I guess they must have really beat his ass. And he had to really tell him, this ain't got shit to do with my father. This is off the books, okay? So don't tell nobody. And I said, I feel like you brought the wrong person. You brought the wrong person to go rat out or to get Tony. That's what I feel like. Meanwhile, you got freaking Lou going to his car and he get out the car. Baby, why one of the Jamaicans that came up into the studio, he done bust out the tail light, and then it was just a whole gang of them. Now, see, Lou, you slow on the draw. You are slow on the draw. You pulled that gun out your waistband, and it stayed down for a good 3 seconds, bitch. You should have pulled it up, pop, right in and there. That's how you know your heart ain't in this shit no more, because somebody should have left there with a goddamn wound, okay? A hole in their body, Even if you would have got your ass beat and probably got shot up too, somebody should have had a hole in their body besides you, okay? I'm just saying, them niggas came over there and they just whooped his ass. They was like, since Lynn Manley wanted you want to play around with his shit or whatever, we finna let you know what's going on. And see, I said, God damn, now maybe it wasn't a good idea to kill Crown, but then again, it is. Crown had to go. You got that going on. Symphony came over there to go see Raquel. Raquel saw him through the door. Baby, she bounced back. She said, hold on. I said, oh, that man got you a little sugar, baby. Just go ahead and tell the man that you is in love with him. Like, Symphony got into her little spirit a little bit, okay? Got her soul shaking. But basically told her that he moving or whatever. She ain't gonna say, I don't want you to go, because she too prideful and too egotistical to do that. She can't lower herself to no man. I said, girl, that's your love. That's probably your one great love right there that you just letting walk out your life. But he did tell her about the Burke. Okay, that bitch keep rolling around asking about Kanan and his daddy and all this shit. And she said, what you say? What you want me to say? I told her my version, because your version probably different from my version. I said, girl, he don't know shit. Symphony got to fuck up off that stoop and walked away. I said, that's all you can do. He said, bad rock. Bad rock. All right. Marvin did pass the anger management class, and they had a little graduation. And guess what happened? Miss Renee, of course, then gave him her number. Okay, I said, girl, you couldn't be more obvious. We already knew this shit. We knew it. That's cute or whatever. But before that, before Symphony came over, Raquel also sat down with Juliana's cousin, and Juliana was sitting at the table too. I said, "Oh, they letting Juliana have a seat at the table because when she was down and out with her husband, baby, her husband kept her in the house. Okay, treated her like she wasn't shit. Juliana got a seat at the goddamn table." I said, "All right." But they trying to figure out what's going on because Juliana said, "Listen, this motherfucker and came up into the goddamn shop and robbed us and kidnapped me and held me at gunpoint. And she still got this man working for us. Like, what is going on?" Girl, the cousin trying to figure it out too. You know, Raquel trying to put out there, I'm trying to expand to the east side. I'm trying to do this. And Juliana was like, "You don't need that man to do that." Okay. Meanwhile, while they up there trying to talk, it's another black dude that's in the restaurant looking to get some food. That's what it looked like. And he just looking over. Now, at first I thought that was like, a little bodyguard or whatever, but he was a little bit too suspicious. You know what I'm saying? I said, "Why you looking like you trying to snitch or something?" He went back to the car to Tremont. That's Tremont's dude, aka Basie, okay? Trying to get a lowdown. They trying to get some information on Rock to see how she rolls, to see what she doing and all that stuff before he decide whether or not he want to go ahead and take her offer. That's what it was. I said, "All right, you got to be careful, okay? Because y'all was a little bit, get you another dude, because he was a little bit too goddamn obvious that, he was scoping out the place. And I don't know how Rock didn't see his ass, but I sure did. Of course I did. I mean, we was looking dead at it, but all right. After that, so let me tell you the most trifling part of this episode. Well, after Lou got his ass beat, he went over there to Caviar. I want to call him Caviar. Cartier. He went over there to Cartier, told him about what was going on. I guess Cartier funded him some money, and he was like, give me an interest and give me a date to get this back because I want to pay you back. He was like, "First of all, Rock ain't helping you, but I'm going to just let you have this because that's this business at this point." And only thing that he really want out of that, since he know that now that Crown is gone, okay? Crown own half of the whole partnership with the studio. He want half of Crown's half, okay? And I just said, you should have known. If that man didn't say nothing about getting money back or whatever, from this and putting interest and all that stuff, because that's usually what you do. You borrow some money, they tell you when you're supposed to be making payments and how much you're supposed to pay, all this stuff, woo, woo, woo. That man want ownership of that record label. And I'm like, for what? The bitch can't sing, but okay, all right. So now he in bed with this dude. I said, wow, Lou, you get yourself out of one gym, get yourself in another gym, and get yourself in another gym. That's just what Lou has been doing. I said, "Lou, what is going on?" And you want to know what? Palomar need her ass beat, okay? Andy from Sisters need her ass beat the fuck down. It's one thing that you are fucking around with a young boy, okay? You laid in this bed, roll up on his chest, talking about "Do I seem that old to you?" He was like, I thought you was Korean's sister when I first saw you. Okay. She was like, "Oh, I'm young at heart, Kanan, and people always think that I'm younger than what I really am." And next thing you know, they just talking and shit. And then all of a sudden, here come Korean. She walking up in there because they was about to get it in again. Mind you, mama is laid bucket naked up in the bed. Kanan got at least his drawers on, okay? And Korean walk up in there with some milk, bitch. And she was like, "What the fuck? You hoe ass bitch. You a fucking whore." And here she go. The mama said, "You always got to keep a hold on your man, okay? That's just what it is." I said, excuse me? When I tell you there was literally no, oh my God, baby, wait. It's not what you think. It was, I always told you keep a hold on your man. And then when Kanan's trying to tell her, like, "Stop, Corinne, it ain't what you think it is. It just happened. After Corinne threw that goddamn milk at her, bitch, you would have thought that the mama would have got up and tried to whoop her ass. Oh, hell no. Mama told Kanan, chill, let her go. She got to learn, okay? It is what it is. And she started kissing him. And they started fucking again. I said, what type of... Call CPS with a mother like that. Wow, no wonder why motherfuckers be having issues and mommy issues and fucking shit. Girl, I was just like disgusted. Really? I said, this is what we gonna do? This is what we gonna do? And they said, yeah. Meanwhile, Laverne then went on a little date with old boy. And apparently it went well enough that he got a good night kiss. And I guess it left her a little bit conflicted. And I don't know if it's confliction because she kind of liked it. You know, she left her lip gloss all on his top lip or whatever. You know, he talking about kids and shit. I said, well, damn, hold up. This is just the first fucking date. Calm the fuck down. I still got school. Girl, she wasn't ready for that. But it was like, did she like it or didn't she like it? Or, you know what? I feel like she probably did like it. But at the same time, I feel as though the confliction that was with her is like, am I really gay? Am I not? Is this really me? Or is this me putting it on for my because of my mom? She dealing with a whole bunch of shit. And I just want the truth to come out. Like, she really forcing herself to do this shit. She really forcing herself to do this shit. And you could really tell. She gonna wind up hurting that man. I said, jukebox, bring your ass back. Okay? Please. Please, because this ain't it. This ain't it. Child, Tony in there fucking her man, okay? I mean, just going to town. And, you know, she said, bitch, if I knew fucking the dentist was this good, I would have been going to get my appointments on a regular. I said, I mean, you really should be, given that you do drugs. And I mean, I know you don't, you inhale, you need to go get your nose looked at too, because you probably got a hole in that bitch. But when he got up, I said, for a little white man, he had a nice little bubble because his booty jiggled when he was walking. I said, all right, you know. And next thing you know, here come Marco and Gonzo. They come up in there, pop, pop, pop. Bitch, they got her dead in the forehead. Marco got her dead in the forehead. I said, bye-bye, Tony. You know, she took her last hit of coke, and then she got hit in the forehead with a bullet. I said, wow, way to go out, all right? Of course, the fiance want to come through trying to be super saver hoe or be the protector as he should. Baby, I hear gunshots. I'm sorry. I'm not finna run towards it. I'm running away because at this point, it's a little bit too close and I just know somebody ain't alive up in that room, okay? And he gets to fighting with Marco and, you know, Marco telling old boy, shoot, you know? And so he winds up shooting and I just knew it. I just knew this was gonna happen. He shoots Marco and kills him. Then old boy took Marco gun and shoots old boy, and he wind up shooting him in the shoulder. He at the hospital with the you know, cops and everything talking about son. I don't even know why they would do that because Tony's such a good person. I said, oh, you don't know who Tony is, okay? You don't know who you with. Meanwhile, Howard met up with Rock. Because Rock had to tell him, you need to get rid of that bitch, okay? Because she lurking. She doing too fucking much, all right? Miss Burke, whoever the hell her name is, Miss Munch Munch, she gotta go. She gotta fucking go, okay? And he had to tell her, you know, Kanan, I sprung your boy, you know, helped him sprung his friend or whatever, you know, and also just to let you know, Scrap wasn't the informant, okay? And these days, who could, it's so much shit going on, how could one tell, okay? You know, and he was like, you need to figure out what it is that your boy knows, the symphony dude, all right? So at this point, you saw at the end when she was rolling past Symphony finna get out there and he was packing up and he leaving and everything and she finna roll past and shoot him. I said, no, Raquel, put that gun down. That ain't in you. And she didn't. I said, oh, thank goodness. Because I would have been really pissed off at her. I said, he is truly an innocent bystander in all this shit. Symphony, get away as far as you can. Meanwhile, Burke is still up in there going fucking crazy. Oh my God. So Howard was under, mind you, it is daytime. It is daytime. Her girl came out there like, girl, you ain't come to bed? You been out here doing all this shit this whole time? She said, listen, Howard been out here, you know, doing the CI thing or whatever. So he had Rock as his CI. She was 16 years old. So that must have mean that, you know, that's around the same time that she got pregnant. Okay. And we know that she got pregnant with Kanan. So I'm trying to figure out the fascination with Kanan. And maybe that's the reason why he doing all this stuff because Kanan probably his son. And that means that he was out here sleeping with underage girls and all this stuff and woo. And it was like, what the fuck are you doing? Even the girlfriend had to say that. She said, I am investigating this shooting because I'm trying to understand what the shooting connects to all of this. And she was like, you're not investigating this shooting. You are investigating a cop. And don't nobody like IA. And that's what you turning into. Internal affairs, bitch. And she just sat there looking stupid. I said, girl, get the fuck up out of here. And she went right back. But baby, the get you gotcha for me at the end of this episode was when Corinne walked up on Rock and told her, listen, I'm Kanan's girl and I got some shit to tell you. I said, oh, please put your mama on blast because we need a scene where Rock come in and beat that bitch ass. Okay, I just need that. Meanwhile, Jukebox, okay, because that's how she was dressed. Jukebox came over there to Nicole's daddy house and gave him that tape, but just rang the doorbell and left it on the stoop or whatever. And as she was walking past, Detective Howard was walking towards Nicole's daddy house, and they walked right past each other. But she recognized him. He gets up there and he want to talk to the daddy about Burke. I said, oops. Meanwhile, you got this all Cartier wanted anyway. He wanted control. He wanted to be up in that studio. He wanted to produce. He wanted to do all that stuff. And you got Ziza up in the booth singing about some shit she don't know. And it's only because it's Cartier up in there. Lou looking like ain't this about a bitch. I said, Lou, you got rid of one problem and you still back in the same goddamn position. To be real, you still in the same position because you ain't got no real control, over your little thing right now. Meanwhile, Mr. Gonzo, he had now in a makeshift bird cage on top of the goddamn building, bleeding out. Bleeding out. You might as well just jump off the building because they gonna get your ass, especially when they find out what happened. Girl, your life ain't gonna be saved, okay? But that was the end of the episode. It was good. I liked it. We got 3 more episodes. 3 more episodes. And at this point, I want all 3 episodes to be fucking action-packed, okay? We need some action, okay? This little storytelling and stuff is cute, and I like it. I like that pace. But, baby, I need some actions. I need something to blow up. I need a shootout. I need something. Like, something got to give right about now, okay? It's the last 3 episodes. But y'all tell me how y'all liked it, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.